Here at ISE 2026, artificial intelligence remains at the forefront, and today I am joined by a pioneer of digital and AI art. It's Jeroen Van Der Most. Great to be back with you here at ISE. What's this now, your third year?
This is the third year again, yeah, absolutely cool to be here again, absolutely. And also to talk to you again for the third year, absolutely, yeah.
You've done some incredible work, both at the show and further afield, all to do with digital art and using artificial intelligence with human centricity at the heart. Tell me about your relationship with ISE and the work that you've been doing.
Yeah, what I find really cool about show here is to see the technology, but also this evolution in technology. And I use also like the technologies that they have here, so like this big transparent screen they built around the south axis here, to show and experiment with new sorts of artistic expression in a digital way. So that's the interesting thing is also that we've seen this evolution taking place. I mean, over the past 3 years, so much happened in artificial intelligence, and we've been experimenting with that in the different stages and showing that, showing the latest on the south axis screen here.
Absolutely. It seems every time we have this conversation, AI technology has evolved almost by what seems like 10 years, really, right? We're almost reaching a point now where there's a lot of very cheaply made, artificially generated slop, really, as it's called. How do we keep art and humanity at the center of AI work? What is the secret
exactly, you know, AI slop becoming the word of the year, and it's actually like 3 years ago it was still very hard to create an image, to create sort of animations out of that, and now anyone can create anything with the latest artificial intelligence tools. And it means indeed that the art world is also searching, especially over the past year, to new boundaries to push, new boundaries to break in digital creation with artificial intelligence, but also especially with how can we add meaning to this, or some kind of human core in this, you know? How can we keep the heart in all this? And this is also, for me, it became also this exploration into, okay, we can create images by prompting and then doing that automatically with APIs. But for me, it was also, I started to search for new ways of creative expression with artificial intelligence. And for me, vibe coding became really important. So this like programming-based sort of approach with artificial intelligence by letting it program for you based on AI. And with that, with these technologies, I started to hack like some of the most ordinary tools that we use, technological tools like Microsoft Excel. So I started to work on all sorts of systems that could create art and show movies inside Microsoft Excel. So these are some of the technological approaches and new experiments that I was active in over the last year. But it was also very much about searching for that. For meaning, for the human heart in all this. And that's very much, for me this is really also about connecting. You can create really advanced technological artworks with meaning, but what is important is that you connect it to some kind of human moment. So I was working on this one piece, this artwork, in which was inspired on this one moment that took place for me, in which I was in this trajectory in which they were doing research into my heart. So they were looking at my heart with all sorts of scans and MRI scans, and at some point I saw this movie, this live feed of my heart beating. And it was this strange experience. And through technology, I could see that it was sort of alive again,
That's
and
crazy.
mortal, and a sort of mortal being. So that for me was like, okay, this for me is really like a thing, or it made me want to work on this question, like how can we keep the heart in technology? So that's when I started to ask for, hey, can I get this movie? And they gave it to me, and that's when I created, with artificial intelligence, a huge Excel file of that human heart. And that's what we're going to show tonight at the South Axis screen.
Absolutely, your work's being shown on the South Axis, and it's almost impossible to visualize how that would look from what is effectively a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. When will that artwork be being shown? So it's going to be showing your heart, which is taken from an Excel spreadsheet and brought to life, effectively.
It's been shown tonight. It's 18:30. We're going to show it tonight at the South Axis screen here at ISE Barcelona.
I'm so excited to see that myself. I've seen some sneak previews, and it looks incredible. We have this conversation almost every year, and I think every year we're probably wrong, but I have to ask you, What do you think will be the future of AI and digital art moving into the future, the next 2-3 years? Can we even predict that? Is that even possible?
Impossible. Well, I think there's some line in there that we see, and definitely I think we're now very much in the paradox phase. So the paradox in artificial intelligence is, okay, if anyone can create anything with ease, then the value of that decreases, and like the human aspect only increases. So like meaning behind it, so what kind of human story is this, or well, what kind of human connection is in all this? So I think the paradox in artificial intelligence, and also content creation, will be that authentic, real human aspect of it will only become more important. And the explorations of the future, creatively, artistically, the most interesting ones will be about, okay, and how can we find a synergy behind that, of really advanced technology connected to this really human sort of aspects, and that's so fascinating to work on, and I'm probably going to be very surprised where we'll be in 2-3 years.
Absolutely, but it seems to me, just like your content in the South Access, you're keeping the heart at the center and putting the soul into the machine. So Jeroen, thank you so much for your time, and see you tonight.
Thank you very much.